What the hell is going on? What is going on, everybody? My name is Nikki Smokes. I'm the host of The Smoke Show. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit that like button. We're trying to hit 4K subs, and the only way we could do that is with your help. And if you're new to this channel and you're looking for an hour-long Miami Dolphins podcast, we get you in and out. We go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 5 to 6. So if you want that notification, hit that notification bell. What is up, Dolphins? So we started 3-0. Life was great. We were the AFC East champs of September. I was ready to crown us Super Bowl champs. And I'm not going to lie, I jumped the gun a little bit. I got a little too excited. But how could you blame me? We beat the Patriots. We beat the Ravens in a historic fashion. And then we finally beat our division bully, the Buffalo Bills. And how could I not be excited? How could we as a fan base not feel like this team was different? Well, they do what they do every year. They hype us up. They get us ready to go. They had me looking at flights to go to the Super Bowl in Arizona. And what do? They rip our heart out and step on it. And we went from 3-0 to 3-3. And everyone's panicking. And I am here to tell you, be upset, be emotional, because I am, but do not panic. Everyone's saying, look, Smoke, we're losing because we're not healthy. And I'm here to tell you that is not the case. Do I believe if the Miami Dolphins were fully healthy that they would be 5-1 or 4-2? Absolutely, 100%. But that is not why we are losing these games. We are losing these games because we are not capitalizing on the opportunities that present themselves in the fourth quarter. Go back to the Bengals game. I mean, I remember my soul leaving my body when I saw Tua sitting there frozen on the 50-yard line. I didn't even feel like watching the game. I could only imagine what his teammates felt like. And still, the Miami Dolphins had an opportunity in the fourth quarter to take the lead, and what they do? They turn the ball over. Cincinnati gets the ball back, and they go right down the field, and boom, the game's over. They had a chance to take the lead in the fourth quarter without Tua, without Xavier Howard, and they missed. Then the Jets game. It's the fourth quarter. Teddy Bridgewater, labeled the starting quarterback, gets taken out of the game. One play into the game. Third string rookie Skylar Thompson comes into the game. No Xavier Howard, no Teron Armstead. And the Miami Dolphins had an opportunity to go up 20-19 in the fourth quarter. What happens? Sanders misses the kick. The Jets take the ball. They go right down the field, and then they just blow us out of the water. I know it was 40-17, but that game was an absolute dogfight. And this team, they do a great job at battling adversity. I mean, we truly fight till the end. And then we collapse. It's like we're in the Rocky movie. You know, you're just getting boom, hooked. You're just getting your ass whooped, but you keep getting up and keep getting up. But at the end, Rocky wins. But in this Miami Dolphins movie, there's no happy ending. We get to the fourth quarter and we lose. And you look at this Minnesota Vikings game, we dominated this team. We dominated the Minnesota Vikings the entire game. They had 92 yards on 10 drives. They were averaging 9 yards per drive, and we lost the football game. In the fourth quarter, we have an opportunity to take the lead. 3rd and 15. We hit Jalen Waddle. He tries to make a big play. He fumbles. What happens next? Just like the Jets game. Vikings get the ball back. Boom. Dalvin Cook, 53 yards. We held Dalvin Cook in check. We held Justin Jefferson in check. We made Kirk Cousins look abysmal that entire game and still failed to capitalize on the opportunity in the fourth quarter. That is this team's Achilles heel, at least for the last 3 games. That and the turnover battle. The Miami Dolphins, over their last 3 games, have lost the turnover battle 7-0. 7-0. We haven't had a turnover in 3 games, and we've given up the ball 7 times. In that same 3-game span, the Miami Dolphins have had 27 penalties for 240 yards. 27 penalties for 240 yards. You cannot win football games like that. Would this team be better if they were fully healthy? Sure, but that's every team in the NFL. We're not losing these games solely because we are injured. If we were getting beat by 25, 30 points per game, sure, yes, we're losing because of injury. But when you have a chance to take the lead in 3 straight games in the fourth quarter and you don't capitalize on that opportunity, don't tell me we're losing because we're hurt, because that's not the case. Because we've had an opportunity to win these games, even with all the adversity. And that's the only silver lighting that I see in all this. Even with not having Tua, not having Byron and X and Teron Armstead, even without having all these guys, the Miami Dolphins have still been in a position to win the game, even with losing the turnover battle 7-0, 27, or what was it? 27 penalties for 240 yards. They've still had a chance to win the game. They're just not capitalizing on the opportunities. And that's the difference between the first 3 games and the last 3 games. It is not time to panic. Trust me, I'm heartbroken. This team breaks my heart every single year, but it could be worse. We started 1-7 last year. We started 1-7 last year. We're currently 3-3. It could be a lot worse. So we all just have to relax. And I know I told you guys that last week. I told you guys to relax last week. And honestly, again, that's another game we should have won. It's another game we should have won, but we didn't. But the matter of the fact is, we're 500. The season's basically restarting. Teron's going to play this week. At least I'm predicting he will. Austin Jackson's going to play this week. Not official, but I am predicting that he will. And Tua is 100% officially going to play against Brian Flores and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So we are going to have a Minkah Fitzpatrick / Brian Flores revenge game. And I am telling you, if the Dolphins lose this game, by all means, panic, pull the fire alarm, do whatever you have to do to get out of this situation. Because if we lose on Sunday, yes, panic. But don't do that yet, because the Miami Dolphins are going to win.